We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll throw it. A throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the gun on 3rd down. Launches one deep downfield. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
The throw is caught. And that's a New York touchdown. So that right there, exactly what you're looking for in the opening drive of a game.
And these opening drives are tone setters. You come out flat, maybe you go 3 and out. Sometimes there's a carryover effect, Kate, but here, they were sharp, they were crisp, and they grabbed the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He'll take this at the 10. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Chased out to his right. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 48. Forced out to his right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, the secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Commanders will have a 1st. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Daniels. And that's a Washington touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. This is taken in at the 13. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Not an overwhelming amount of running room available, but he made what he could through the traffic on the pick. Everything he got them, just a bonus really anyway. They were certainly satisfied by simply getting off the field.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing now, Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Now Daniels off the play action. Headed out right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They motion the tight end over. 3rd and short, Daniels. That's incomplete left side.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of the defense. And 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
Daniels to throw on 4th. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's on the move. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3. Running for it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up 3rd and goal. Third time's the charm, he gets it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Motioning the tight end now. Fourth down, here's Daniels. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch, or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return coming here from the 12. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hyatt with the grab. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
He lets one fly deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Commanders 14, Giants 7.
Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he's brought down for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back now, pressure on its way. Connects with Cook. He breaks the tackle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Complete beyond the marker. Give him 3 on that game. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Looking to the air here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Gets this one to Watson. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
He's got it near the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Going ground game again here. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw it here. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now, they're left with 4th and goal.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Dropping back to throw. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. He'll throw it from his own end zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Got a man, it's London. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Commanders in possession. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Daniels back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Giants football. First and 10 from the 41. And the nice gain that to bring it to a halt. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. He's dropping back to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
3rd and long for him here. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. It's away, came off his foot wrong instantly, low and short here. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And the Commanders will go on offense. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Daniels. He's got a man left. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Daniels on 1st down. Throw reeled in by London. And he's tackled for a short gain. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. Escapes out to the left. Completed to his running back. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Another try following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator, and now
throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted! And the Giants get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Buys time, rolling right. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with him in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
A massive shot towards the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. He'll begin his return from the 11. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Man in motion out of the slot. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They gain 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That one's complete to London. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Daniels now. Finds him over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And now they have a 1st and goal. Give now to the running back. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll hand it to him again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Now Daniels to throw. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
PAT effort coming up. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Fits it through the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Offense in the hurry up here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Little off center as man just couldn't adjust to it.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Escapes the pocket. He's contained at the line for no gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Drew Phillips making the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tyler Newbin with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. So we hit the end of the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a two-score game to begin the fourth. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, Daniels. Complete, it's McLaurin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Commanders will have a first. Throwing now, Daniels. He's on the move. To the sideline and secured by London. And he goes out of bounds after getting them to the 7. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Complete out to the right side. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Again, Daniels to the air. On the move, headed, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Commanders have likely locked up the win right there. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 3. Buying some time right. Connects with Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on 1st. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 1. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
That's caught for the 1st. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Working quickly here. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. Touchdown, New York. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Short kick, just reaching the landing zone. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 32. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They send the tight end in motion. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Commanders nearing their 1st win of the season. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They give it to him again. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Back to the well again. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. From the gun, it's Daniels. He has the 1st over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.